Hi, welcome back to my channel, Nolo Talk Show in Albuquerque. I welcome you. First of all, I'd like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you have a safe one, and don't eat too much, or you'll be sleepy. But anyway, have a happy Thanksgiving and have a safe one. Today's video is I'm going to make my Spanish dinner. And maybe it'll give you some kind of idea what to make today or tomorrow or the next week, but not Thanksgiving, because everybody's going to have turkey for Thanksgiving. But tonight, we're going to do a Spanish dinner. So, let's get started. Okay, first of all, we're going to make enchiladas. Okay, now this recipe was my mama's recipe. Every time she used to make it, oh boy, we went crazy. But anyway, this is how we're going to start. We're going to start with the enchiladas. Now, my mama used to make her own tortillas, but this is a video for people that don't know how to make tortillas. And I'll probably do a video about making tortillas because my sister, she's awesome at making tortillas. So what we're going to do, I already washed my hands, ready to go. Okay, so I got a video for red chili. Now if you look at my playlist, you'll find out how to make the red chili. Now I freeze my red chili, so I already thawed it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some red chili right here on a paper plate. Okay, kind of spread it around. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get a tortilla. Okay, and then we're going to splash it down there. Okay, and get the spoon. Kind of swirl it around. Make sure you cover the tortilla with red chili. Okay. And this one's pretty good. So that one's covered. We'll put it on the next plate. And I already have the opportunity to cut my onions and grate my cheese. So that way I don't bore you with cutting the onions and shredding the cheese. So I had the opportunity to go ahead and do that. And the cheese I'm using is Kraft medium sharp. So you're going to put the onions and the cheese in there. And that's all I have is onion and cheese. Okay? So you're going to put that in there, roll it up around like that, okay? And we got this one done. Put it in the pan. Whoop, and let me get a towel here. I usually do this by the sink, but since I'm videoing this, I'll do it where I can show you. Okay, so we got that. Put that around like that. Make sure you cover the tortillas. Okay, that one done. Put the onions and the cheese, roll it up. Actually, these enchiladas are better with homemade tortillas, but like I said, if you don't know how to make tortillas, this will be the easiest way to make it. Okay. That one's covered with chili. We put some more chili. Alright. Now, if you don't like onions, you don't have to put onions. You could just put cheese. And this is a great recipe for vegetarians because there's no meat. You can add meat if you want, but I'm trying to make it original as possible like my mama used to make. I'm going to grab some of this chili here. Put that chili there. I'm only going to make a few of them. Just so you'll get the idea. But if I'd had company, I'd make more, believe me. Very tasty enchiladas. Okay. Now I do like onions, I'm telling you that. So you put it in, roll it up again. Okay, I got 4 of them, so I'll put one more. Like I said, there's videos how to make the red chili. If you look at my playlist, like I said, I'll show you how to make the red chili pods. When I make my red chili, I make sure I make enough to freeze so that way I always have it handy. Because I love red chili. Okay, now, I got the last one. You roll it up, and we'll put it in here. That one's going to be a little smashed, but that's okay. I sure got a bigger pan. Let me rinse my hand. Well, actually, what I'm going to do with some more cheese, I'm going to spread it out. And it doesn't take long to make these. You know, if you got your chili and everything ready. Okay. Okay, I got my oven already on at 350. Okay, and there's your enchiladas. We're going to put these in the oven until the cheese melts. Now I'm going to make my Spanish rice. Okay, a lot of people make their Spanish rice different, but I'm going to show you my way. There are different ways to make Spanish rice. What I do is I use butter. Turn on this baby, it's fire on. Okay, I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of butter. I like my rice a little buttery, so I hope you could all see that. Okay, let the butter melt. Now I'm going to get my rice, my onions, my tomato sauce, and my whole tomatoes. I do make my Spanish rice different any time. Whatever, it all depends what I'm going to make. But today I'm having enchiladas. I got the enchiladas in the oven. I guess you can leave your enchiladas for like 15 minutes. So it's going to be probably a lot to learn today, but okay, I'm going to use green onions. I don't know what it is with green onions, but I like green onions, and like, gives it a different flavor than regular brown onions. I'm going to pour that in there. Like I said, onions optional. So I'm going to go ahead and toss that around. I am going to add, let me see, 1.5 cups of rice. We'll pour that in there. It's a lot of rice. But I'm a rice eater, so I'm going to let it brown for a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit more butter. Another spoonful. We'll let that baby brown just a little bit. And while that's browning, I'm going to get my water. I'm going to put about a cup of water, I believe. Yeah, 1 cup of water. And the reason why, because I'm going to add tomato sauce and whole tomatoes. Okay, we'll brown this a little bit. Now this isn't minute rice, it's just regular white rice. So we're going to stir it a little bit. Toss those green onions a little bit as well. Oh, I love rice. Alright. Now, I said this dinner will probably be good for a vegetarian. This is the first time I've ever did a video on Spanish rice. But I think I'm going to make a video on how to make tortillas. Like I said, my sister knows how. I'm alright, but mine don't come out round. I don't like that. But I guess the more you practice, the more you learn, right? Alright. Okay, now I'm going to put my whole tomatoes. I'm going to open my can of tomato sauce. Okay. Okay, looks like the rice is getting a little bit brown. A lot of people will use oil instead of butter. You know, it all depends, you know, how you like to taste. Okay, I'm going to put the whole can of this tomato sauce. It's 8 ounces. I'm going to put the whole thing. Okay. I'm going to put a half a can of whole tomato, diced tomatoes. Ah, what the heck, I'll do the whole can. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some water in this can so that way we get all the sauce. Okay, that was hot. Okay, we're going to stir it. Now, a lot of times I would put Vitale in there if I'm going to have hamburger and rice, just to make it a little spicy, but since I already got red chili, I'm just going to have with the enchiladas. Okay, now we're going to let that boil. We got it in high heat. Oop, I'm making a mess. Okay, we got it in high heat. And that should be enough water. Alright, now I'm going to let that boil. Okay, now we're going to let that boil. Now we're going to make our refried beans. So we're going to turn this on. Okay. And this time I'm going to add olive oil. Just a little bit. Okay, I would say that's about a tablespoon, maybe. Okay, now I do have a video on how to make pinto beans. So you guys have to look up for those videos. That way you can know how to use it. Today I'm just doing my Spanish dinner. Okay, so I defrosted my pinto beans. Alright, and I'm going to get me a spoon. With holes in it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it has holes, okay? I'm going to let that get a little bit warm. Okay, the rice is starting to boil. We'll let it boil a little bit more. I'm going to get this a little bit hotter. Okay, now the rice is boiling. So what we're going to do, low down the heat, okay, put it lower and cover it real good. Okay, now it's low. You okay? So there. Now it's ready to go. Now this is already hot. So we're going to get our beans, kind of let the juice out. Whatever much you want to make. Because when you make refried beans, you don't want it too juicy. But I do like my refried beans a little bit creamy. Okay, now let's check our enchiladas. Okay, that one, they're done. I'm going to shut that off. Okay, that's going, that's going. Okay, now what we're going to do is get a smasher. Okay. And we're going to smash them a little bit. A lot of people put flour in their beans, so I think because it makes it thicker, but I want mine a little bit creamy. Everybody likes your refried beans a little bit different. I'm going to smash it a little bit. And we got the heat on medium. Okay, keep smashing it. The reason why I put a little oil so it doesn't dry so much, because refried beans can dry up. So, okay, it looks pretty creamy. There we go. As you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. I'm trying to... Can you see that? It's pretty creamy. Oh! It's pretty good. We got our rice going. We got our beans going. Okay, now we'll load this. They're really creamy right now, so that's what I want them. So we'll load this down. Here we go. Back there, that's where I want them, so I think I'm going to put them back there to keep them warm. I'm going to put it back there. Shut this one off. Okay, so now we got both of these ready to go. We just got to wait till they cook. And we got our rice on low, so we're waiting it to all the steam so they get softened up. My beans are done. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and shut off those beans, because I don't want them to dry up. So they're good right there. Refried beans don't take long at all. As long as you know how to make them on my video and they show you how to make them, it's easy. Just take them out of the freezer, boom, 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 make a burrito, you know, or something. You can do everything with beans. You can make tostadas and tacos, even bean tacos. You can make burritos. My mama used to tell me, if you don't have beans, you don't have groceries. And you know what? She was right. Okay, so we're going to wait on this rice, and we should have my Spanish dinner ready. Okay, that about does it. This is my Spanish dinner for tonight. We got my enchiladas, my refried beans, my Spanish rice. I don't know if you see that, okay? And I'm ready to eat dinner. My Spanish dinner. I wish you were here to eat with me. But I want to thank you for watching my channel. I hope I didn't go too fast on those recipes, but anyway, it's really easy. But thank you for watching my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to love yourself. Bye-bye.